Hi you guys, I'm back again with my my roast dinner. Okay, what I have here, I have is a round rump roast, and you can see I already been slicing off of it, trying to cut it down. I baked this in the oven for 2 hours. Yeah. And basically what I did with this, these two roasts, this was two roasts, this one, I cut off this one's still whole. So basically what I did, you guys, was with the roast, I chopped up my onion, my bell pepper, and my fresh garlic, and my celery, and my green onion, and I placed it at the bottom of the pan on the both roasts, and laid the roast on top of the onions and bell pepper, cedar, what I just named, so I can get a flavor at the bottom also. And I also placed the same seasoning at the top of the roasts. And with my dry season, I use my basic season, Tony Sash, and I also use a little seasoned salt, chicken season, garlic powder, and onion powder, and coarse black pepper. So that is my roast, you guys. This is the one that I haven't cut off. It's a whole lot of meat on this roast. It's real thick. See, this is the bottom of it. You see how the bell pepper and onions and celery caramelize at the bottom, and all the juices. So like I said, I've been slicing off this one to fix the plates for my kids. It's real tender. I baked in the oven on 365. And I also have scalloped potatoes here. With the scalloped potatoes, they're not from scratch. I use the box scalloped potatoes right here. I use 5 boxes. I use different scalloped potatoes. And this is a seasoning pack that come with the boxes of scalloped potatoes. With this season mix, you don't have to use any more seasoning. Trust me, it has plenty of seasoning. It's real salty. It has plenty of salt in it too, so you don't have to add no extra salt. The only thing I added was, in my scalloped potatoes, the only thing I added was garlic powder and onion powder, because garlic powder and onion powder is not salt. It's powder. It just give it a taste, the onion taste and the garlic taste. That's it. And also I cut up a half an onion and a half a bell pepper, and like one stalk of celery, real fine. And I had a bigger pot. I got me a bigger pot, and I put a half a stick of butter in and sauteed my onion, cell pepper, and bell pepper for my scalloped potatoes with the butter. And after they got through cooking down for like about 5 minutes, I add a cup of water and a half a cup of milk. A half a cup of milk, any kind of canned milk you want. I use the canned milk, not whole milk. And I brought it to a boil. Then when it got hot, the water was hot enough, I poured my scalloped potatoes, all 5 boxes, inside the water. And I didn't let it cook all the way. I just wanted like the milk to get in between it and steam through it. I didn't let it cook all the way because I had to run it back in the oven. So I let it halfway cook with the milk. Then I add the 5 seasoning packs, and I stirred it up in a pot. Then I transfer inside my my glass pan, my glass baking dish, and I put it in the oven also on 360 for like 15 minutes. And this is the scalloped potatoes. And this is my green beans. Basically the same season, Tony Saturated, garlic powder, onion powder, and I also chop a half an onion up, and 2 stick stalks of green onion. I'm sorry. Yeah, and coarse black pepper. And I just added bacon to it, and I let it simmer down and cook for like about 30 minutes. I use 4 cans of canned green beans. 4 cans of canned green beans. I didn't drain any water off of anything. I just let it simmer down and cook. And as I said in my other video, I put honey. I always have put honey in my green beans, so I put like a teaspoon and a half of honey. Not that much, just a teaspoon and a half of honey in my green beans. And I put my lid on it like this, and I just kind of let it simmer down. I had like on a medium to high boil. Okay, and I already told you guys about my muffins, my cornbread muffins. So I'm just gonna plate this plate for you guys and show y'all the finished look. So I'm going in with my scalloped potatoes. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not using my webcam. I'm using my phone, so I'm trying to hold a phone in my hand and trying to plate. But I got this. Okay. And please try this recipe. I haven't cooked roast. I always cook roast, but you know how I used to cook my roast? I used to broil mine on the stove. And when you broil it on the stove, I find that it shrinks a whole lot when you broil it on the stove, but it's actually good on the stove because it falls completely off the bone. And it tastes just like steak when you boil it on the stove and eat it with some A1 sauce. It tastes just like steak. That's how I usually cook it. But I cooked it in the oven today. But when I do that right there, I had a beef roast. This is not a beef roast. This is like a pork roast, a round roast. I think it's like on a pork side. Yeah, it's on a pork side. So, with that being said, you guys, let me get some of this gravy off this roast. Show y'all how this look. I'm sorry, y'all. It's complicated because, like I said, I'm not doing this on my webcam. I'm doing it on my phone today. Okay, you guys, and this is the finished look. Yep, this is the finished look. My cornbread muffins and my scalloped potatoes, my green beans with bacon, and my round rump roast. This is the finished look. I will be doing this meal again and preparing in front of you guys, but I did it like this because it's a process. It would have been a kind of long video, but I will be doing this video with this same meal in front of you guys to let you see exactly what I'm doing. But basically, I told you everything I did. If you do want to follow the recipe, just kind of go back and look at my video as you cook, and it's really not hard. I'm using regular basic seasons that most people have in their house. Okay, but you know, everybody's hands are different. Everybody cook different. But basically, I know that if I can do it, you guys can do it. It's not a hard recipe at all. But like I said, I will be doing this in front of you guys on my webcam real soon. I will have to go purchase 2 more roasts or whatever. But I will be doing it in front of you guys if you want to cook this for a Sunday dinner for your family or anything. But this is what I had wanted to cook for my family today. So this is the plated finished look. I hope you guys like. And it took me like about 2.5 hours to prepare this meal for my family. But like I said, I will be doing it on the webcam. Y'all can see me as I'm doing it. But if you want to do this recipe and don't want to wait on me, just go back to the video and just basically go from there. It's like I said, it's a simple recipe. Thank you guys, and don't forget to subscribe to Diva Dishes Cooking Show. And make sure you share, like, and subscribe again. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Bye.